guys, it's Qantas 1 here, and today I'm at Adelaide International Airport and I'll be flying with Qantas on their 737-800 in economy class over to Sydney International Airport. So let's go ahead inside Adelaide Airport and check in. So here I am in Adelaide International Airport. I'm at the Qantas Check-In at the moment, and it is now time to check in our bags since I'm travelling with my family. So let's now go check our bags in over at the Qantas bag check-in. Adelaide Airport this morning was actually not too busy. It was pretty quiet for Adelaide Airport. And there's my flight over to Sydney today, QF 738 on a Qantas 737-800. So I've just gone through security and now I'm here inside Adelaide Airport. So this was actually not the gate we were leaving from. This was gate 22. We were just leaving from the one over on the right. But I came to this gate because there was no flights coming or leaving, so there was no one in it, and it had a beautiful view of our aircraft. There were some international aircraft over to our left, which there was a Malaysian, a Qatar and Singapore, which would be departing just after us. So here is my aircraft today. It is a 12-year-old Qantas 737-800 VH-VZS, and we were pretty lucky today. We got in-flight entertainment too.
That's right, it's much better than like video. I'm joking.
Oh, Jesus, I don't miss those things.
Team leader in the main cabin today is Alicia. The captain, Glenn Reid, along with First Officer Ben Drew, would like to welcome back our Qantas, Emirates and One World frequent flyers.
So here is my seat for today, row 30, and my seat is 30A, which is the last row in economy class. And here will be my view for today's flight.
Row or row 1, all items must be placed in the overhead box.
So now I will go through the seat features. There is pretty good legroom. I'm about 5'9", and pretty good legroom for a domestic flight. There's a seat pocket in front of you with the card and a light vomit bag and magazine. A tray table that folds down and extends back and forth, which is pretty good. Now I had a pretty bad seat where my tray table would not fold back up, so it took me about 5 minutes to fold it back up. But anyway, not before long we will push back from our gate and take off to Sydney.
You're seated behind the bulkhead. You can't reach the seat in front. Lean as far forward as you can and hold on to
here we are now on our way up to our cruising altitude of 39,000 feet. So not long after takeoff, I'd say about 20 minutes after takeoff, the cabin crew came around, and in economy class today we got like it was almost like a muesli bar, but it was actually like almost like the texture of like a cake or a muffin. It was really good. And they also came around with just a small bottle of water with that too. That was the only service for today, and they were also offering soft drink and coffee and tea included. So as I said before, we were lucky enough on our aircraft to have in-flight entertainment, which is a little TV on the seat in front of you. But I was just going to show you guys what entertainment would be available if you didn't have the screens or you didn't bring your own device. So there was a magazine in the seat pocket in front of you. For some reason mine was like drenched. It was like wet, and it was like freshly wet, like the flight before someone spilled water all over it. But it was still a pretty interesting magazine for just an hour and a half flight if you needed some entertainment. A good thing about Qantas Domestic is they actually have Wi-Fi on their 737s. Sometimes I've been on many Qantas 737s and half the time the Wi-Fi isn't working, but this time it was, so I hopped onto Flight Radar and I was tracking our flight. So there we are at 39,000 feet and about 10, 15, 20 minutes out of Sydney International Airport. So now we are going to begin our descent into Sydney International Airport. So the cabin crew is just giving a quick passenger announcement over the speaker to prepare the cabin for landing, and we should be landing in Sydney very, very soon. So now we are on our way down to Sydney, and as you can see on the wing there we do have our spoilers out, and we are about to go through some cloud. The cloud was actually a pretty thick cloud. It took like almost 2 minutes to get from the top to the bottom, but we're going to descend through the cloud and into Sydney. So now we are lined up for runway 16 right, and it is now time to conclude this trip report. So today I was flying with Qantas on their 737-800 from Adelaide to Sydney in economy class, and I have to say the check-in process was very quick and easy at Adelaide Airport. Security was very quick, not that Qantas control that, but that was very quick and easy. Didn't have to sit in the airport for too long. Boarding was about 10 minutes early, which was really nice. Boarding was super quick. We got, for a weird reason, we didn't go up the back stairs for some reason, because usually if you're sitting rows 15 to 30 you'll go up the rear stairs, but we were in row 30 and we went up the still down the jetway, which is a bit weird. But the cabin crew were great, really nice. My brother and I even got free chocolate bars, like Mars bars, near the end of the flight, which was really nice. The food and beverages offered were great, and I would have to say I would definitely recommend flying Qantas. I would definitely fly it again in the future, and I definitely recommend it for others. I've flown Adelaide to Sydney many times with many different airlines. I've flown Virgin Australia, Jetstar and Qantas before, and I have to say that this particular flight today would be probably the best experience I've ever had. So I would definitely recommend flying Qantas from Adelaide to Sydney for anyone who would be flying to Sydney from Adelaide. And thank you guys for watching this far, and now please enjoy the scenic views of Sydney and landing into Sydney International Airport.
As always, smoking, vaping and the use of e-cigarettes is not permitted while disembarking or throughout the terminal. Please take care when opening the overhead lockers, as items may have moved and could fall out. Before leaving, ensure you check your seat and seat pocket for any personal items. If you can reach your mobile phone, you may switch off flight mode now. And on behalf of all the crew today and everyone here at Qantas and One World, we do thank you for choosing to fly with us. If you are visiting Sydney, we hope you enjoy your stay, and of course to those returning, welcome home.
So now we have just landed into Sydney International Airport. Now I just quickly wanted to mention that you may be wondering why the landing was a bit rough and a bit after the touchdown zone. That was because I noticed that we were actually having a training first officer, which means that the first officer on our flight was probably one of his first flights. We could see him before we departed Adelaide. We saw him with the captain, like walking around the aircraft, and because my dad is a pilot for Qantas on the 737, so this particular aircraft and airline, he actually knew the guy that was training the first officer and knew that he was training the first officer. So that is probably why it was a bit rough and a bit after the touchdown zone, because it was probably one of his first landings. So I just wanted to mention that. But now we are going to park where the Qantas domestic flights are and get off the aircraft.
We gotta get there. Oh, you'll be right. Are you doing Qantas? Jetstar.
So now we've disembarked the aircraft, and because we were in economy we didn't get a proper meal. Now we're just inside the Sydney International Airport domestic terminal, and we're going to go to the food court that they have here to get some lunch. And after we've got lunch, so now we've just had lunch, and now we're going to go downstairs to collect our bags and then head down to the trains to catch the train to the international terminal where our hotel, the Ridges, is. So we've just collected our bags and now we're heading down to the underground train system that takes us from the domestic terminal to the international terminal. So here is our train that will be taking us to the international terminal. So this is the end of the trip report. I really appreciate you guys watching this far. I also really hope you guys enjoyed this trip report. It was my first trip report, so I hope I did good. And make sure to subscribe, like and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on a video. Thank you guys for watching my first trip report this far. Now I'd like to just give a quick shout out to just a few of my subscribers like Outdoor Planes and Trains, Ben's Aviation, Ronnie Cashman, Cafe001, Mastermind MC Zone, Johnny Boy 0926, Riley the Gamer, Levi the Gamer, Question Gaming, Cheze, No Name and RQ Caleb. And that's just a few of my subscribers, but thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Qantas 1 out.